Welcome, Yassas, Yasu, and hello from Amigo Darren of the Amigos of Pafos FC. So today we are going to talk about last night's match took place between Pafos FC and Ethnikos Achnas. What a game it turned out to be. We were expecting and hoping for lots, but we got a lot more than we bargained for, I must admit. The teams lined up with Michael in goal, back in goal after his international duties. At the back, for Pafos was Mimivic, right back, left back Peleas, Lucasen centre back, along with the magnificent David Luiz, also centre backing. CDMs then were the usual Pepe and Sunic, both been playing very well on their international duties as well. Up front on the attacking midfield left, centre attacking midfield and attacking midfield were the trio of Jar, number 11, who's been absolutely on fire, scoring goals left and centre, and also Orsic, who's been having a phenomenal time with some long-range curling beauties. Yes, indeed. Up front is the now infamous Di Matta, because everybody keeps saying to him, "What's Di Matta?" They don't, but I just threw that in as an extra. So that's the Pafos lineup. A 4-2-3-1 system I was looking at, Coach Casiedo was employing, and it seemed to work very well. Anyway, moving on, let's play the video. I'll briefly talk about it. So Pafos were playing in white and Ethnikos were playing in blue. And it was a good atmosphere at the stadium. It wasn't absolutely Ramo, but it was pretty full. I got the distinct feeling that the Pafos fans did not like this referee at all, because he was whistled and booed before kickoff. Anyway, as the match kicked off, we had a cracking opportunity, literally in the first couple of minutes of the game, from a corner. Orsic curled it in, and David Luiz on the ball and narrowly missed out on scoring. It was just down by the keeper's right-hand side. Good save by the keeper. Another chance came our way in the first half, a breakthrough. It was a shot rather than a cross, I think, but Orsic was following up and hit the post at a narrow angle. Oh my goodness, what can we say? But the crowd were buzzing at this point. We were thinking, oh, they're looking good, they're looking up for it. Corner ball then comes in, David Luiz, boom. He's off the mark. He scored his first goal for Pafos. He's up and running. Let's go. David Luiz on fire. Great header, straight in, keeper, no chance, not with that speed. Great stuff. It's nice to see David Luiz get off the mark. The fans love him. Absolutely. Anyway, moving on. Another chance come our way, and this time this volley looked a lot closer in the stadium than it was. But it was miles away. I think as though they'd come to play football, they had their chances, and a great save by Michael here on this occasion. A great through ball, and unlucky not to score, really. Another little chance here. This one, the referee just stood there and didn't know what to do at the ground. Didn't know whether to give the free kick, give a goal, or what. And I think due to his indecisiveness, it created a lot of hostile reaction towards him. Anyway, goal disallowed. It was a foul, obviously. Next opportunity then came to Pafos. This opportunity, Mimivic puts it over the bar from like within the 6 yard. He knew he should have done that. But Pafos kept pushing. Second half, opportunity came. Great save. Not. Another goal, and this time squared across, and Kinar drops it in. Great, unselfish goal. Lovely good stuff. And what a goal. What can we say? Get in there. After this, it was, I think that was on 47 minutes. Just checking the VAR, see if he was onside. He was well onside. There was no question about it. Moving on from there then, Lucasen with a free header. That should have been on target. Should have been on target. He's normally better than that. And then we get this. Gets a good save again. And then we had this opportunity. Blaze past. We knew we were going to get a few more goals here. Cross comes in, hits the bar, comes back out. Anderson's so desperate to score because he's not long been on. And I think he's just trying to climb every mountain straight over the top of him. Anyway, they had the opportunities. A great save from Michael on that occasion. This save, that's absolutely world-beating stuff. Look at that reaction save. Some of you say you might not know who was there, but that's what he trains for. And then this comes in. This gets picked up on the edge of the area by Pafos. It gets squared across towards Dragomir. One touch. Bang! Get in there. He's been scoring these a lot this year. Fantastic strike by Dragomir. I was going to say the young Dragomir, but he's not that young anymore, is he? Yeah. He's playing well and he's racking them in. And that was a strike and a half. And you can see it from behind him. Right in there. Goalkeeper, no chance. A lovely strike, a lovely goal. Dragomir on there. Oh, moving on to this one then. Defensive error. He's robbed. Gives it across to Anderson. And this makes it 4-0 in the 88th minute. In fact, it was the 89th minute. I beg to differ. But anyway. Anderson ties it up for Pafos in this match. A great finish. And the stats show that Pafos had the lion's share of the match, and it was a good win that keeps Pafos back on top of the Cypriot division in number 1 spot. And obviously Ethnikos have dropped a few points there because they were in 5th. So a great match for Pafos, a great win. And let's hope it carries on. In light of that now, before we go, we'd just like to point out that, hey, you can find us on Facebook under the Amigos of Pafos FC. Come along, join us, and we'll be doing a lot more videos. We're also on YouTube now, where this video will be posted. Pop along to YouTube and see the videos that we're uploading. And also on Twitter. We're everywhere because Pafos is everywhere at the moment, and we're talking about everything Pafos. So, in light of that, we've got a few interviews coming up. We've got an interview with the premises opposite the stadium called Coffeeaholic, and we'll be speaking to the owner about some funny stories that he's had while he's been in the shop, because obviously he's very much Pafos related. And also we've got the leader of Gate 5, Dinos. His interview's coming up soon. And so we've got some interesting stuff coming up for you to look at. So in light of that, make sure you tune in to the Amigos of Pafos, and we look forward to your predictions for the Champions League match. Put your scores in. Let's see if you get it right. If you do, hey, I'll mention you. There we go. Fame at last. And in light of that, just remember that it's Pafos FC. It's not just a game. It's a way of life. Pami Pavo! Let's go!